Gaming Bolt presents 15 amazing facts that you probably don't know about Uncharted 4. Also, we're diving into spoiler territory, so be warned. Drake's fate. One of the biggest rumors to cross the path of Uncharted 4 is the possibility of Nathan Drake dying. As Naughty Dog have said very little about this game, it's very difficult to say one way or another. What we do know is that this is supposedly the final game in the series, and it seems as though a lot of the developers and voice actors would like to move on to newer projects. So for now, it's still up in the air. More of an open world. Uncharted 4 is going to be way more open than any previous iterations. Naughty Dog are really going out with a bang on their finale. With that bang comes a much more open experience. Will we be exploring a huge open world of the likes of Fallout 4? Probably not, but in comparison to other Uncharted games, get prepared for something bigger. Branching dialogue. Uncharted isn't known for an extensive and far-reaching story. Granted, the stories have been amazing, but haven't been much more than a very linear path to the end. Uncharted 4 has introduced a first to the series, light branching dialogue. Now, the story will still be linear to a degree, but there will be opportunities to explore a little more in the story than usual. Facial features. Naughty Dog have set out to make the most engrossing, realistic faces seen in video games to date. Will these faces come off as near reality? We can't know for sure until launch, but what we know from what's been shown are how sweat glands glisten, hair follicles move, and wrinkles actually stretch. It's quite amazing to see how far the technology has come since even Uncharted 3. Troy Baker. Nathan Drake's brother Samuel is introduced for the first time in Uncharted 4. And who is that rugged voice behind that CGI mask? Why, it's none other than one of video games' most prestigious voice actors in the industry, Troy Baker. Troy has been known to play some very big roles in video games such as Ocelot from Metal Gear Solid 5. This could be pretty interesting. Grappling hook. Talk about a game that's trying to be less linear. The battle system for Uncharted 4 will have a few extra surprises in store. One item in particular will be the grappling hook. Swinging down cliff sides, grappling across canyons, kicking down enemies are just some of the new things you can do with the grappling hook coming to the next Uncharted. Out of retirement. Speaking of the brother Samuel, it's he who convinced Nathan to get back in the world of treasure hunting once again. The missing piece of the puzzle is what exactly does Samuel say that tips the scales and gets Nathan back on the road to solving another mystery, with a major secret hidden just beyond their grasp. Madagascar. We've been to several locations around the world during Nathan's travels, and Uncharted 4 is no exception. Uncharted 4 will be traversing the world going from cities to snow-capped mountains, and possibly much more. Interestingly enough, we will finally get to hit the small jungle island of Madagascar of Africa. Teeming with all sorts of wildlife, Madagascar is known to house some of the most unique and strangest beasts in the entire world. Driving a vehicle. Nathan has always been an adventurer on the move, but while he's always out exploring the world, it's usually on foot. Sure, he flies to locations from time to time and takes boats and trains, but he's never really been the one to let the player control what goes on. Uncharted 4 flips the script and finally lets us control Nathan as he drives around this time. Multiplayer evolution. Online multiplayer is getting some major upgrades this time around compared to past Uncharted games. Naughty Dog will be making the PvP easier than ever for anyone, new or old, to step into, but that doesn't mean it will be easy to win. Understanding gameplay will be simplified but deep. Featuring a good amount of characters to choose from, new relics and abilities that other Uncharted games have never even dreamed of. Mysticals. Mysticals are items players online will be able to control. These mysticals will allow the use of well-known supernatural elements from the Uncharted games to aid your team in attaining victory. 5 mysticals from the beta are the only ones known so far, but many more are sure to make it into the game as well. Hiring sidekicks. Uncharted 4 will introduce sidekicks for multiplayer. Once a sidekick is acquired, the player will have a helping hand in multiplayer matches that will help continue to add to the kill streak. Think of them as a nice simple way to make a few extra kills without having to do the work yourself. And when the AI gets killed or fails, it doesn't actually take the player's character's life. It's a win-win. Story DLC. Once you've achieved the Platinum Trophy, completed everything there is to do in the game, don't worry. Story DLC will soon be available that will extend the single-player campaign even further. Nathan Drake has over 3.5 hours of animation alone. Nathan Drake is equipped with more features, more gadgets, more ways to play, and more abilities than ever before. What does this mean exactly? Nathan will have more animation within his little TV-sized body than ever before. Stretching, swinging, shooting, sneaking around, you name it, and Nathan will almost certainly be ready to handle the situation. Face of 500 bones. Nathan and other characters from the series will come to life unlike ever before, and a lot of that isn't possible without a convincing face. Naughty Dog have constructed Nathan and company with faces that support over 500 different bone structures underneath that perfect skin. Even in Naughty Dog's more recent The Last of Us, those characters only had 90 to 100 bones in their faces to show off what was a heavily emotional story. We hope you've enjoyed this video, so please consider subscribing to our channel. We do original content, reviews, graphics comparison, and much more, and try to upload a video every day.